Hello YouTube, it's Rachel Hectus again. I had talked about doing part of this vlog as replacement therapy, or as a, not replacement therapy, in addition to therapy, supplemental therapy. And I didn't want to do this, but I need to. I just found out that, quite by accident, that Josh is moving. I don't know where to. He doesn't respond to my posts or my questions or whatever. And that really bums me out. I really want to eat. That's why I'm doing this, so that I don't emotionally eat or drink or do something self-destructive. Because I feel like a failure, and I feel like I'm not worthy, that nobody wants to get to know me anyway. If my own son rejects me, then that must mean I'm very rejectable. And I know that's not entirely true. I know that in my head. But emotionally, that is a different story. And I feel like a failure in my life. I am a failure in my life. I failed at a lot of things. I know that Karen, my therapist, and everybody keeps telling me, oh, but you've been through so much and you've managed to stay sane and healthy, and, well, not healthy, but sane and not dead and not in jail or prison or in an institution or strung out on drugs. But right now, sitting in my skin right this very second, I would rather be strung out on drugs or in an institution, or I don't like myself right now. And I'm disgusted with, I look at the screen so that I can be looking at you, and I see myself in it. It's disgusting to me. There's a lot of things I haven't worked through in my life. My first marriage, my child, and all that went down with that. And the closer I get to talking about scheduling surgery, the more scared I get. Because I got to thinking last night, there's this thing called Post Secret. You probably know at postsecret.com, people mail in their secrets and anonymously. And I thought, what if I'm just using bariatric surgery as a means to hurt myself? And because it's very easy to hurt yourself when you have this surgery by overeating or not eating, and that was one of the concerns that my doctor's office had, and that my therapist has also. So I thought about that last night. What if my secret is that I hate myself so much? And that's a hard thing to think about. It's an uncomfortable possibility to contemplate, because I thought that part of me was gone. I don't want to hurt myself. Let me make that very clear right now. I don't. But part of me wishes I did. Josh is going to be 18, and I don't know him at all. I want to sit down and I want to have a pity party. I want to feel bad for myself that I don't have friends, that I don't have a life, that I'm fat, that I'm weak. But I think even if those things were true, which they're not all true, well, I am fat, but I mean, I'm not worthless. I do have friends. But even if all those things were true, they're all things that I created. I created my weight. I created my social life, or lack thereof. I created everything in my life that has been a choice of mine. No, we don't. I don't believe that we control things externally, like people doing things to us and things like that. But we do control how we react, and I control how I respond to those outside influences. And I either drink, or I eat, or I do drugs, or historically, lately, the last several years, it's been eating, but with everything that's going on with my nephew, we raised my nephew for 10 years, and some of you are very intimate with what's going on, and some of you aren't. I'm not really going to elaborate other than to say that's really weighing upon me now, the whole process of appealing, and talk about feeling like a freaking loser. It strikes especially home because I failed at parenting twice. It wasn't just a fluke thing with Josh. I failed twice. I can't own all of that, though. I had a lot of help from people like Michael and whatever his wife's name, Melissa, Luke, people like that have helped me along that path. I'm scared for my sanity a little bit, as far as I need to write, but I'm afraid to write. I haven't written since Jerry died, really, and it's been almost 4 years, and I'm kind of out of the practice, which was another reason I started this blog. But I guess I'm just reaching out. I'm feeling a little alienated and secluded, and so I just thought I would, instead of eating, that I would come on here and own that. I feel those emotions. I feel sadness. I feel hurt. I feel that vulnerability, and I freaking hate to be vulnerable. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But it's the only way that I can heal, and I think it's the only way anybody can heal, is to know that vulnerability and feel it and be in the moment and own those moments. And so this is my accountability. I just wish I had a time machine, and I could go back and I'd do so many things over again. But then I wouldn't be who I am today. So, there's that. And that would be a bad thing. So, I recognize that. I wouldn't have the great husband I have, and Josh wouldn't be who he is. Paul Lee wouldn't be who he is. Yeah. So I own it, and now I'm just rambling. I'm now I don't want to sign off because I have this connection, and even if it's just me watching this, I'm being heard. I have a voice, and I've had so many years where I haven't, and I ate instead, and so this is a new thing for me. It's kind of scary, but yeah, one day at a time. So anyway, I'm looking forward to watching some updates on YouTube from people that have had surgery already. And I wanted to congratulate them on their surgeries, their successful surgeries, and let them know that I'm definitely pulling for them and supporting them, and happy that they're accomplishing things that they wanted to accomplish. So there's that too. So not altogether a horrible day for me. Well, I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna go. And if you have any questions about me or about my life or about anything, one of these days I'll just sit down and just say from this age to this age and kind of do a biography, but it's a little much. Even by my standards, it's a lot. So have a great week and stay strong and carry on.